So let's talk about how to increase your sales. Sales increase when leads do. If you have very little leads, then you have very little opportunity to make a sale. And it doesn't really matter what business you're in, all businesses require some level of sales. That is, who's going to buy what it is you offer? It doesn't matter if you're an artist and you think of yourself as a writer. Okay, well, you've got to have people that are buying what you're writing or blogging about or podcasting about or whatever it is you do. It's ability to gain income for you and to grow is contingent upon its ability to sell. And sales depend on people that need, want, desire, and can afford it. So you've got to have leads. And people ask all the time, Terry, what's the magic sauce of TW3? What's the magic sauce of having a business like TW3 that will withstand economic downturns and will grow even in bad economies and can grow exponentially and be in multiple business? The secret sauce is not a different product. So many times people get into business and think, okay, I'm in business, I'm great at sales, and I've done this, but man, I just need a new product. Or I like this product, maybe if I just go and join this company. Or I like the product, I like the company, but man, if we had a different price point, it doesn't, product, company, price point. These are all shiny object syndromes that people just get drawn to. And I will tell you, I've been doing the same thing with the same stuff, except when technology changes. And I have gone up on prices during bad economies, and I have grown every year. There was a few years ago, we had a major price increase. Matter of fact, 50% price increase on a couple of our products and coaching products and platforms and stuff. And I got email after email after email. Terry, I can't believe you're raising the price. Terry, I can't believe you're raising the price. I mean, we literally went from about $500 to $1,000 on an entry-level product line on our platforms. And I said, listen, it takes just as much time, energy to sell a $500 product as it does a $1,000 product. And for what we're offering people, looking out on the landscape of who does what we do, which is a very few and far between that does the comprehensive level of training, support, and offering the technology and the tools that we offer, I said, we're not doing ourselves favor by being underpriced so much. As a matter of fact, our $1,000 price point is really about half of what it should be. We were grossly, woefully underpriced and undervalued. So what happened? We grew the price. We raised the price by 100%. We doubled it basically. And literally that next quarter, our sales per unit went up, margins went up, members and trainers and resellers, profits went up. So it's not about the products, not about the company, it's not about the price point, it's not about any shiny object that you could put your hands on. It's about one thing and one thing only. The magic sauce of any business is this: a lead. And let's be real clear. What is a lead? A lead is someone who needs, wants, and can afford what it is you offer. That's what a lead is. A lead is someone that says, what you have, Terry, what you have, TW3 member, what you have, person out there in business, wherever you're at, whatever you're doing, I need it. It solves a problem for me. And not only do I recognize that, I want it. Not only do I recognize the need that I need a car, but I want a car from you. I want what you have. Yeah, there's other cars, there's other car dealers, there's other insurance, there's other real estate agents, but I want it from you. So I need it, I want it. And not only that, I have the wherewithal to purchase it. When you have those three things operating, you then have a lead. Well, then where is this unicorn? So where is this elusive creature that has a desire for what you offer, has a real need for it, and most importantly, can afford it? Well, here's the good news and the bad news. They're all around you. They're literally all around you. Everywhere you look, there are leads. But the problem is, if you don't have a system, a strategy, and a software component that will bring them to the surface so you can see them, then you're just out shooting in the dark. So you've got to have a system in place, a strategy in place, and a software tool in today's world, because we are technically based. It doesn't mean that you have to be this technological guru, but you've got to have some pieces in place to see them, because they are all around you. And here's the beautiful thing about this. Once you have these in place and fully operational, something amazing will happen to your business, your income, and really experience in all parts of your life. Now, the only people you are spending time with, speaking with, and giving your emotional, physical, and spiritual energy to are leads. No longer wasting your time with tire kickers, no longer spinning your wheels, no longer cold calling, no longer chasing people down for an appointment, no longer following up until you go crazy. No, you have at that point a lead. And remember, what is a lead? Someone who needs, wants, and can afford what it is you offer. But as I have become really good at the art and the science of lead generation, I have added one additional component to these qualifications. That is, someone who needs, wants, desires, can afford what it is. I've got one huge qualifier that I have added to this category as I have mastered lead generation. One thing that, because I have learned how to use a system, because I've learned how to execute on a strategy, because I have just become moderately proficient with a few software pieces, because I've learned those three major components to be able to generate leads, that is someone who needs, wants, and can afford what it is I offered, I then got selfish and I added one more qualifier. And that's someone that I love. See, now I want to deal with people not only who need, wants, and can afford what it is I offer, but I also want to deal with people that I actually like. I want to do business with them because I can have rapport with them. We have a relationship, and it's built on trust and respect. Trust and respect. They trust me. I trust them. I respect them. They respect me. Because I have learned that just because someone needs it, wants it, and can afford it doesn't necessarily mean it's good business for me, and it's good business for them. Maybe they don't like my dialect, or maybe they don't like the way I carry myself, or maybe they don't respect my boundaries when I say I'm available at this, between this time and this time for this much time. Can you be agreeable to that? You see, now, not only do I have someone who needs, wants, and can afford what it is I offer before they ever become a client, I have a little process where we qualify and say, do we have rapport here? And I even teach and train, and I'm going to talk to some folks here in a minute that was on a training I had Wednesday night that will teach you, not only can you find people with our system and our strategies and our software, not only can you find people that need, want, and can afford what it is you offer, that is a qualified lead, but you can also find and get real greedy and real selfish. They're people that you can build rapport with, because as you build rapport with, they're going to love your value. You're going to love their value, and a mutual win-win relationship is built. That's so important in today's world. People are so diverse and so on edge in so many different categories and areas. You might as well save yourself and themselves some time and heartache. I can tell you, out of every piece of business I've ever written, the ones that have not been positive for me nor them is because I did not put that extra piece in there. Okay, you need it, you want it, you can afford it. But do you want me? Do I want you? Let's talk about that and have some qualifying questions and conversations about, is this a good fit? I'm telling you, you put that part in there. I'm telling you, not only can you put your business on autopilot and just grow exponentially and have the best life that you ever thought was possible, you can have the best life in income and the best experience because of the people you have influence with. So what do you have to do in order to have leads that will not only propel your business to new levels of income, impact, and enjoyment? What do you have to have? Well, there's three areas that you have to become proficient in. And I say proficient. I didn't say expert. I didn't say to become a master. I didn't say become a guru or become great in. You just have to have moderate proficiencies in these three levels and three areas, and I've already laid them out. You've got to be proficient in a strategy. You have to be proficient in a system that will work, and you have to be moderately proficient in some software. And why do I keep going back to software? Terry, you trying to sell software? Well, yes, but let me tell you why. I don't know if you noticed, it's harder and harder to get people on the phone. It ain't like it used to be. You just don't go knocking on doors anymore. You just don't call people up. People got voicemail. People would rather you have them text than this isn't 1950. And we're not calling on June and Ward Cleaver looking to see if we can sell something for Beaver. You gotta have a system that fits the culture you in, and the only way to do that is with software anymore, because everybody's got a smartphone in their hand, everybody's perusing the social medias, everybody is looking online, everybody is with some sort of digital component within their lifestyle. Therefore, you've got to have a software tool, and you got to be proficient. You don't have to be an expert. You don't have to be some technical guru. You don't have to know coding. You don't have to know all of that, because I get and I understand that the lion's share of people really start drawing back when you start talking about software and computers and technology, because it's intimidating for so many people. But it doesn't have to be, and there's ways that you can use it effectively. But let me get into that. What when I say strategy, what am I talking about? Number one, in your business strategy of generating leads for your business, ask yourself this: what problem am I trying to solve? What problem am I trying to solve? Am I trying to solve the problem that there's people that need homes, and I'm looking for people who need homes? Am I trying to solve the problem that there are people out there that need medical insurance, life insurance, car insurance? Am I trying to solve the problem that there are people out there that need lending and loans? Am I trying to solve the problem that there's people out there trying to get in shape? And so I want to help them learn how to help their physical life through some sort of health product. Is the problem out there? There's people, and I'll tell you, here's a huge problem, 2020. Look out. Here we go. Are there people out there right now that are unemployed or underemployed that need to make more money right now? What problem are you trying to solve? That's the first strategy. Be very, very specific. What problem am I trying to solve? Now, and then once you understand that, you will understand the person that's going to affect. Once you understand the problem you're trying to solve, that's going to inform you, well, who's the person I need to look after? See, the number one thing about generating leads is you've got to have a smart strategy. And the strategy says, what problem am I trying to solve? And who are the people? What does the person look like that I'm trying to reach? Who are the people that have this problem? Where do they live? How much do they make? What do they want to make? What are their attitudes toward this, that, or the other? Get specific. And then your strategy should have a plan to reach those people to solve that problem. That's your strategy. And we help you build strategies. And we're going to talk to a few people that I gave them a strategy Wednesday night on how to go after a very, very niche market that had a very specific problem. And it was for very specific types of people. And these people were from a specific industry in a specific region of the country, needing a specific thing. And I showed them, because I know the problem, because I know the people, here's the plan. That's the strategy. And so I'm not here necessarily advocating, just go buy some magic pill, thrill lotion, or potion, go get a genie in a bottle. And that's why I try to get away from so much emphasizing some of the widgets sometimes that we offer. Because here's the deal. Widgets change, technology changes, software changes, but a winning strategy is always what works. And then you just plug in the widget that you need to make that strategy work. So my strategy: what problem am I trying to solve? Who are the people that's going to find value? And what plan do I need to execute on? And once you have that, then you get a system in place. Your system should invoke an engagement process. That's where, how am I going to engage that client? Am I going to engage that person that has the problem? Does the system I have in place, is it going to be leaving a voicemail on their cell phone and they listen to some, compelling script that I've got to tell them to go back to something? Is the engagement process an ad copy that goes in front of a certain person in a certain area on a website? Is the engagement process a blog that I've done, and then I buy keywords from Google that will run people to this blog post that I've got? What is your engagement? How are you engaging the client that has the specific problem that you have a plan for? What's the engagement? That's the first part of your system. The second part is, how are you going to capture their information? Are they going to opt in on some sort of form on the site? Are they going to call you and you're going to have a conversation and grab the information? How are you going to qualify them? Are you going to have a conversation that qualifies them? Are you going to have a series of emails sent to them that qualifies them? Are you going to have a series of videos that they have to watch? How are you qualifying that client to make sure that not only are they a lead, not only are they someone that need, want, and can afford what it is you offer, but it's someone that will find rapport with you and you vice versa? And then lastly, your system, how are you going to close them? You know, there's some products that we sell, I have never speak to the person at all, never talk to them. And I engage them, capture their information, qualify them, and close them all through technology. I don't have to speak at all. That my entire system is all automated. Then there's other areas of my business and there's other products that I engage them through automation, I capture them through automation, and then I qualify and close them through conversations. So every product that is matched up to a person, that's matched up to a plan, has to have a certain strategy in place that works. And that's why one size does not fit all. That's why when these people get out here and say, all you have to do is buy this, widget here, or Bobo Berry there, or Lead Blaster software 2.0 here, that's crazy, because not all systems work for all people and all strategies. So if I have a system that engages people, captures them, qualifies them, and then closes them, I'm going to start being able to generate some quality leads and drive up my sales. And finally, I got to have software to automate my processes to either reach them, build rapport with them, or re-engage them later on through dripping on them. There are tons and tons of members on this call tonight, as a matter of fact, that heard me years ago and didn't just onboard in just a few weeks ago, a few months ago, but they've been on my mailing list for years. Why? How was that possible? Because I had a software piece in place that would re-engage them from time to time. And that re-engagement was just continually to build rapport with them and the way I reach them. Matter of fact, one of the gentlemen that you see on the show from time to time, Scott Batson out of Greenville, the reason that we are connected is because he got a voicemail drop from me about insurance 10 years ago, 12 years ago, back when I was in insurance, and got a voicemail, and we started talking about insurance for him and his company and his employees. And then through that process, he stayed on my list. I dripped on him, and now he's a member here at TW3. Why? Because I reached him with software. I built rapport with him with personal contact and through virtual contact through the software, and kept him re-engaged from time to time. Once you do that and you increase your leads, you will increase your sales.